What's happening? This your boy Planet Pete, man. I'm checking in from Augusta, Georgia. Y'all know what it is. I'm on Industry Most Wanted with my girl TampaMystic. Let's get it.
It's your boy Planet Pete, man. You know I'm in the galaxy, man. I had to go get OG Galaxy Wig with me, man.
First chick choose on week tonight. She gon' get this, she gon' get this. Ain't playing with your girl, leave her in the night. I'm on some Galaxy,
The first off beef with Pete.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Oh, big Industry's Most Wanted, not the little one. Listen, we got a superstar checking in. Listen, and a legend who came with him. We got two legends, two superstars in the building. Big shout out to the one and only Planet Pete. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good, Miss Tampa. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here.
I appreciate you allowing me to come.
Of course. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you too, because since we've connected, you know, big shout out to Galaxy Wick, man.
Yeah.
You've been super engaging on social media, showing love. That's what I'm talking about.
Got to.
My guy.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Boom. Well, listen, again, it's a pleasure to have you here, but go ahead and give us that official introduction.
What's happening? This your boy Planet Pete, man. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I'm checking in, man. DSGB, we in the building. Let's go.
Straight like that, man. Well, listen, we definitely got to a lot to talk about. You know, people got to understand your journey throughout music and where you're at today, because now you're like in the process of doing some rebranding and things like that, which I love that.
Yes, ma'am.
Nothing wrong with that at all. We all have to, at some point in time, I think, do some rebrand and make some changes to keep up with the times. With that being said, let's take it back. Your days in Augusta, growing up out there.
Okay.
What was it like?
Oh man, it was everything that what made me, you know, coming up young, you know. My mom, you know, she was in the streets at the time, and you know, my father, he wasn't around like that, but we knew each other, and I love him to death. He gone now, but you know, so I had to fend for myself at a young age. You know, 12, 13, I was in the streets doing what I was doing, but I still had a pure heart. You know what I'm saying? So God brought me through it, and I'm here.
Listen, that's a blessing right there.
Yes, ma'am.
When you're out here doing good, because we're human, none of us are perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
We all are going to make mistakes, but we learn from it. They're lessons. They're not losses. They're lessons.
Right.
But like you said, you weren't out here harming nobody. You weren't. God's blessing you.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're here today to talk about it.
Right.
That's one of the biggest flexes, is to wake up every morning to see another day. Right.
What you talking about?
Definitely. Is Augusta a big music city?
Man, it's going down.
Yeah.
They got the music. They got a TV show they got going on. That's what everybody doing now.
Yeah.
So it's big. It's going good, man.
I've had a few artists come through, and even I've done some virtual interviews with some artists from Augusta, and all of them are talented. Yeah. All of them are about their business.
Man, they ready, man. It's gonna explode.
Definitely.
When they get to the point where somebody can really get it and stay and bring everybody together.
Yeah.
It's gonna be big. Cause that's the home of James Brown.
Yeah.
And we surrounded by water.
Can you do a little James Brown impersonation for me?
You know JB, man, he the best, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Do you need some sweat all over you?
I'm telling you, the sweat, give me the cape, give me the whole nine, man.
Yo, I'm dead. After the interview, we're gonna get him to do the impersonation.
I got you. Yes, sir.
Nah, but that's really, really dope. Being that you've been doing music for a long time, you're from Augusta, what do you feel like, being that you're a pioneer in this industry, in this hip hop industry, in the music industry, what do you feel like you can do to help some of the artists that are on the rise right now?
Well, just telling them, like, you know, do as much as you can for yourself and believe in yourself, have faith in God. Yeah. And anything that I can do to help you, like turning you on to Miss Tampa if you got your business right, and my OG Wick, you know, and other people that I know, it's just about being consistent. Yes. Being consistent and staying down and believing in yourself, man.
Man, that's one of the biggest things right there, is staying consistent.
You're right.
With anything we do in life, we have to be consistent in order to see results.
You're right.
We can't eat like crap 6 days a week and have one day of healthy eating and feel like we're going to look like a bodybuilder. Yeah. It don't work like that.
It don't.
Same thing with this music industry, and that's a great piece of advice. And I think that it's kind of one of those things that should be known. However, we need to remind people you have to stay consistent in order to see results.
You're right.
And that's what you've done.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, and because of that, you're where you're at today. You know, now you are a staple in this hip hop industry.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been in Atlanta for over around 20 years plus.
Yes.
What brought you out here?
My dog Troy, we jumped it off together. PT, that's Troy. You know what I'm saying? In Augusta, and once the music hit in Augusta, Atlanta grabbed it, and I came with him, and it was on ever since then.
Definitely, absolutely. You know, again, he's another part of Atlanta history.
Yes.
You know, a staple out here, and just in hip hop in period.
Right.
You know, being that you guys work together, you know, and he's somebody that's still relevant. You're somebody that's still relevant. You're still doing your thing. How do you feel like working together with somebody who was making moves just like you really helped enhance your career?
It was big because I really didn't know the game.
Yeah.
You know, like I tell people, you got to pay attention and be a follower sometimes in order to be a leader.
Yes.
You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. You got to listen, man. You feel me? It's just by everybody a boss, but if you don't know something, you just got to put in the work, you know, and put it down.
Yeah, absolutely. There is nothing wrong with taking the back seat sometimes to just soak it all in.
You're right.
Because some people, they want to be the boss, and not to say they can't, but they don't know the business yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, in order to be a boss, you got to understand this business frontwards, backwards, side to side. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll eat you up alive if you don't.
It's a head start. You get a chance to see somebody else do it and go through certain things, so you know what not to go through.
Yes, definitely. Well, let's, you know, since we're on the subject, you know, with Pastor Troy, you know, you guys have history together. Let's talk about some of the records that you guys have done.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because, again, those are history. They're not only just Atlanta history, they're hip hop history.
Yes, ma'am.
Run through a couple of the records that you guys did that really put the spotlight on you guys.
It was Vice Versa. I'm on Vice Versa with him. No More Playing GA, which a lot of people don't know. I'm on the hook on the clean version that they play on the radio.
Okay.
And Pop That, you know.
Yeah.
Can we cuss on him?
You can.
Okay, pop that pussy. Y'all know what it is. I had to be respectable. You know, I don't know. You know, pop that pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
don't get me to singing.
Oh yeah. And it was produced by Drummer Boy and
hey, yeah, boy. That's my dog, man.
Yeah, cool people, man. And You Can't Pimp Me by produced by Jazzy Faye. So, you know, we were just working, man.
Jazzy Fizzle, man. Listen, you have worked with some of the most dynamic producers. Let's just jump on that for a second, because, you know, shout out to Drummer Boy, man. I love that dude. He's like a brother.
Yes, ma'am.
So genuine. Anytime I call on him for something, he's there.
Cool
just a
people,
good
man.
dude.
Yeah.
Same thing, I connected with Jazzy Faye when I first met here. How does it feel to have worked with some of these absolutely legendary platinum producers?
It feel good, man. You know, from where I came from, man. You know, I ain't never knew how to be in the music. I always listen to music. I never knew how to be in the music. It's just what God put me at, and be able to deal with certain people and be around good people, man. It's just a blessing.
Definitely, 100%. You've been doing this for a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
You've seen a ton of change in the music industry.
Yes, ma'am.
What is keeping you drawn into this? Because it's not an easy business.
Yes, ma'am. It's fun to me. It's just about really expressing yourself and trying to get back to the people that need to hear the story we pushing and putting out, you know.
Definitely. 100%. You got a story to tell.
Yeah.
What keeps Planet Pete grounded? And what I mean by that is this industry can really stress you out sometimes. It can cause anxiety. I know, experience it, because some of the weirdos I got to deal with.
You're right.
I love when I have guys like you here today, because it's just everything. I'm calm. You see, I'm not shaking. There'll be some people I'm like, get out.
It'd be like that.
How do you keep so calm and deal with situations like that? Tell us your secret.
It's God.
Yeah.
God in the marijuana.
I mean, I love you keeping it G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, facts. Absolutely. Yeah. We have to find something that keeps us level-headed. You're right. Definitely. And the weed's going to do it.
They're going to do it.
I told you I pop the gummies every night, because that's how I sleep. Exactly. I sleep like a baby.
I'm telling you. They need to legalize it everywhere.
No, that's facts. I think it eventually will make it there. Yeah. They just, of course, are going to want their hands in it, because it's a big money business.
You're right.
That's what it boils down to, is they're going to want that bag.
You're right.
Understandably so. Over the years of being in this industry, how long would you say you professionally been doing music? Let me ask you that first.
20 years.
20 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Long time. Over these past 20 years, You've been doing music longer than some of these artists have been alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you truly can put them on game.
Yes, ma'am.
What would you say is one of the most positive changes in this industry that you've endeavored over these 20 years?
Seeing a lot of people work together and coming together for one common cause, man. It's all about God, really, when it comes down to the end.
Yeah.
It's about God getting right and going where we need to go when we leave here, man.
That is facts, man. If you are not right with God and if you have not accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior,
I'm telling you.
Listen, get right. You know what I'm saying? You have to get right. Absolutely. Because my OG Bigger Rank and my business partner always says we don't get our blessings from no man. We get them from God.
Get them from God.
And that's the biggest facts ever.
Yeah.
I live and I stand by that.
Right.
Definitely. What is something that maybe was in place over these 20 years that maybe no longer exists that you wish we could get back to?
Man, let me see what we can get back to. Getting money, man. It's ugly out there right now.
Is.
Everybody hurting right now, man. Like, and they need to open it up, man. You know, because the people in the states hurting, and they sending all the money outside the country. So you know, I when I go to the grocery store, I talk to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And like, they still got people working $8.50 an hour, man.
It's sad. How can people survive on that?
It's crazy. So we just got to know who we voting for and what we doing.
Absolutely.
And stand up for something, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or we'll fall for anything.
I'm telling you. And
that is facts. We do have to take a stand. So that's great point right there. You know, like I don't dive too deeply into politics, but what I do believe in is make sure you know who you're voting for.
Right.
Not just because they give a good speech.
You're right.
Really dive in, because as you and I both know, they'll talk all this talk, but as soon as they get in office,
Leave
it's
you
like,
hanging.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, it's like, dang, do we just need to like not have a president for a while? What is really going on? Do you feel like the streaming game is a bittersweet, like it came in and changed the music industry as far as like Spotify and stuff, some for the better, some for the worse?
Yeah, you know, it's good. You know, you're always going to have changes. You just got to be prepared for them.
Yeah.
You know, got to put up for the hard times and be prepared, man. And the streaming game, it opened up, it made everybody a boss, really.
Yeah.
You could you your own label.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? It's all about what you going to get on the internet and do. And back in the day, at one point in time, you had to go through this person, that person, this person, that person. You cut on your internet, you can cut on that computer, go in and blow up overnight.
Yes.
So it's a blessing. It's just what you do with it.
Man, that's the point right there. It's what you do with it.
Right.
Because some people abuse the streaming platforms and then they end up getting their music taken down.
You're right.
They abuse their social media and then their social media gets canceled. But if you're using it the right way, it's a phenomenal tool.
You're right.
So I think with streaming platforms, for my personal opinion, I'm not an artist, but just seeing, I think it's a bittersweet because yes, it gets you out there to the entire world, but the payola is just like,
it's down, but we're gonna make it happen.
do you wish that artists could get back to selling their music?
We still can.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, man, you eat with your eyes. If you set it up the right way, and if you make yourself a commodity, you make yourself hot enough, they'll buy anything from you.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just buying nothing to be buying nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to make yourself hot.
You got some wisdom right there because you said a key word, a commodity.
Yeah.
That is absolute facts, because think about all the commodities that make the world go around. Rice, cattle, coffee beans.
Right. Gonna keep turning.
Those are all commodities.
Right.
That's why people invest in them, because there's always a demand for it. Same thing with your music. You make it a commodity, it's forever going to have a demand for it.
Right.
I love that analogy. I'm going to use that.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
That is really, really dope. I know you and Wicked, Galaxy Wick, have been locked in for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Working together. Let's speak about this man for just a moment, because he's a pioneer.
Man, OG, man, big brother, man. He been putting it down.
Facts.
Yeah.
What's your experience been like working with him?
Oh, man, out the chain. We've been out the chain, talking about what we gonna do and how we gonna take over the world, and it just been unfolding, man. God good, man.
Absolutely. What would you say to these younger artists out there who feel like, and I get it, because I'm 50, you know what I'm saying? Like, people sometimes will look at someone in my age bracket and feel like, oh, you're too old to be doing this, which I think is, when people get our age, they're gonna not feel that way whatsoever.
Yeah.
What would you say to these youngins who are like, "Oh, this is a young man's game"?
Yeah.
It's totally not, though.
Yeah, it's like I feel like if you're a certain age, you got to rap about certain stuff.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? You got to give them the wisdom, the knowledge, and put them on game. You can't, if you a certain age, 45, 50, you know what I'm saying, you done seen it, you can't keep talking about killing everybody.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, you going to tell them the game, and you going to let them know what going to happen if you slip up and get caught. You going to get sent down that road. You going to be down there with them real killers, and you got to be prepared. So you got to clean it up, man, and just give it to them the right way, and they'll respect you then, you know.
Man, that is absolutely facts. You nailed it. Great answer, because you're right. Based upon the age bracket you're in, you're going to want to talk about, it's just like me being 50. I'm not going to go out in some little tiny booty shorts. You know what I'm saying? I did that 25 years ago.
You're right.
But at this age, I got photos. I went to Freaknik, the real Freaknik back in the 90s, you know.
You're not in the documentary.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I watched the documentary. I was not in that. I was like, whew, dodge that one. But no, you're absolutely right. It's like we can continue to do this until we're 6 feet under.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Music, as long as you make good music.
Absolutely.
Make some good music. We're going to make everybody jam.
Absolutely. People just have to get on board or get left behind, and that's
right.
just what it is.
You're right. We got it. We say the universe, big bruh. We in spacewalking, man. We spacewalking, man.
Well, while we're on the subject, let's talk about it, because you got this new record called Spacewalk with Galaxy Wick.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a phenomenal record, and it's funny because I even showed him, as soon as I opened my phone, it was there because I was listening to it. Tell us about the creation of this particular record.
Man, Big Bro, we was at Burn one spot, and Big Bro was doing the record with CeeLo Green, and he had done laid the hook already. I told him, I said, man, that's a hit, bro. We sat on it for about 2-3 months, and he said, man, bro, I need you on that record, and I'm gonna give it to you.
That's
it was
dope.
like that, though, man. Big Bro gave me that record, man, and we pushing it.
Is there a visual for it yet?
Nah, we pushing it, gonna get it hot and get everybody involved. Then we're gonna come back with a visual about a month from now, 2 months from now.
Listen to what he's saying. He's putting y'all on game. This is somebody who's been in the industry for 20 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You've seen a lot, you've done a lot, and you're still doing a lot.
Yes,
you know
ma'am.
what I'm saying? So I think a lot of these youngins can take heed to that, because I agree with you. Just like he and I were talking before you got here, he's dropping singles and videos every month rather than putting a full album out.
Yeah.
I love that, because that keeps you active in the algorithms on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff like that. How often are you currently putting new music out?
I drop at least every month, like Big Bro. I throw something out there every 2 months. Keep working, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to drop this record. He'll focus on this record, and next month I'm coming with something else. Like, I got a company called Sleeping Giants Enterprise LLC.
Okay.
And it's all about waking folks up, you know.
I love that.
Yeah, it's all about waking folks up. So we about to come with some real music, man.
That is dope. Tell us a little bit more about your company.
It's Sleeping Giants Enterprise. We just got a building. We opening up August the 28th. That's gonna be the grand opening.
Congratulations. That's major.
Thank you, sister. And we doing the studio recording. We filming short movies and just giving back to the neighborhood and trying to help. What our main focus is too is to catch the kids.
Yeah.
The ones who ain't out there yet, you know, with the switches, and you know, some they got to do. They doing what they got to do, you know, because they had it hard and parents probably weren't there. But the ones who ain't got out there yet, we want to catch them so we can stop them from getting into it.
Yes.
You feel me? We're trying to stop them before they get there.
Man, that is facts. Absolutely. We have to get them at that young age. Some friends of mine, they're pastors, and the wife, First Lady, she started what's called the Dream Academy. And it's, a school for younger kids to come and learn about film, because that's what she, outside of her being a pastor, she does film. Yeah. And I'm like, I love that, because it catches them at that young age and points them in the direction of actually doing something good with their life.
And they know somebody got their back. They got somebody behind them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So going back to the Spacewalk record, right?
Yeah.
Who produced that one?
Few Beats. Dude named Few Beats.
Okay.
From the South Side. Stoners. Few Stoners. Yeah,
Okay.
Stoners. He produced it from the South Side, man. Brother, next one, he fire. He fire. He sent me a beat, a whole pack of beats, man. I'm still working on about 10 of them. He fire, man.
Dope. When can we anticipate the visual?
Probably like next month, sometime in the next month.
Coming soon.
Yeah, when I do the grand opening for the building.
And that is, again, congratulations on that. Where is the location for your building?
It's right off of Veterans Memorial.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Right across the track, right by Maxway.
Are you guys going to film a portion of the video at your location?
Whatever Big Bro want to do, you know, I ride.
Give it some shine, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever Bro want to do, but it's up, man. We working, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you're doing now that maybe has changed from when you first came in the music industry to get your name and your face out there? Like stuff like this, for example.
Yeah, stuff like this, and just watching what I say. You know.
It's a big one.
Yeah, your tongue is very powerful. It can get you in a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Listen, yes. I'm with that because I used to be the type of person that I would just say whatever.
Yeah.
And then I would go back later on and be like, dang, I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm like giving myself anxiety thinking about, I shouldn't have said that. Because what if they run and tell somebody or somebody gets offended?
Yeah, now you got to hurt somebody.
Right.
Or somebody hurt you, you know how it go.
And I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
So I'll sit here and think about 100 scenarios that could happen from what I said. So I'm like, you know what? I just don't say it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because people are sensitive.
You're right.
It's real touchy out there.
Yeah.
Gotta be mindful. So within your business, you got this building, your compound that you're opening.
Yes, ma'am.
What are some of all the things that you're going to be doing there? You're going to be doing film stuff, right?
Yes, ma'am. Filming short movies, videos, and I'm also we record, and I'm about to start a podcast called The Testimony.
I love that. Look at you.
Yeah, I want somebody, like, when they come through, tell us something that God did for you that ain't nobody could do for you but God.
Man.
Money couldn't get you out of it.
I can't wait to be on there.
Yes, man. I can't wait to have you, Mr.
Because I got a testimony.
I'm telling you, we need it.
That would be so dope because I'm rarely the one sitting on the other side. So I would love to come be a guest at some point in time.
Yes, ma'am, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Is the space going to be available for people if they want to rent it, like to come shoot a video and stuff like that?
Yes, ma'am.
It's going to be a moneymaker for you.
Yeah, they can come get it. Come rent
I know that's right. Run that bag. That's what, listen, when you have a spot, every inch of it needs to be making money.
You're right.
It's got to make sense.
You got to work it.
Got to work it.
Yeah.
Definitely. What are some of the things that we can anticipate from you, like we'll say for the rest of this year? We're halfway through 2024.
The building, the podcast. We finna figure out what movie we finna go with, because I done wrote like 2-3 movies.
Okay.
And I got them in my head, so I'm trying to figure out what we need to shoot first with the proceeds that we got, the money that we got.
Yeah.
You know, we're just trying to figure it out. So
let's talk about that a little bit on the film side. What made you get into, obviously you're a writer,
yes,
you
ma'am.
write music,
yes,
now
ma'am.
you're writing films. Are they short films or full?
They full, and we're gonna shoot some short ones too. Whatever we can do to let people know that we do it.
Yeah.
So we can get some backing. You feel me? Some people behind it. Just show them we can do it.
Absolutely.
And we gone.
Definitely. Without giving us too much, because obviously it's still in the works.
Yes, ma'am.
With these films that you're writing, like what are they kind of based upon? Like real life experiences?
Real life experiences and stuff that I done seen, stuff that I went through, you know. And I got one called The System. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's
That's
hard.
dope.
Yeah. It's hard.
Any of them gonna be in the form of like a documentary about your life?
Yeah, I'm doing one like that right now, and I'm also in the I'm writing my book. It's called DSGB, Through the Eyes of Lil Pete, based on a true story. So that's gonna be the documentary. I'm running all that together.
That is dope, man. What do you not do?
Man, I'm just trying to do it, Miss Temple.
These are all around hustlers. So you're going to soon be able to add author to your resume.
Yes, ma'am.
Because the book is in the works.
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
done already as far as the writing, or are you still working on
I'm
it?
still working on it, getting it together. This is gonna be in the book.
Okay, okay.
It made the book.
Read the book when it comes out.
It made the book.
Read the book. So author is going to be added to your resume.
Yes, ma'am.
What do they call someone who writes films? Like a video,
what
not
they
a
call your
director?
director?
Like a director?
Yeah.
Or something along those lines. That's going to be added to your resume.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He don't bring up. Look at it.
That guy over there.
Yeah, you know he turned.
Stand-up comedian, you know. Definitely. Going back to some of the music that you've put out over the years, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, we'll say 20 years back up until now. With an artist like yourself who's been doing this for a long time, you've collabed with other artists. We talked about Pastor Troy, and I'm sure there's been some other ones. Is it easy to handle those situations 20 years later, as if you still want to push that music?
Yeah, it's because you know, they classics.
Yeah.
You know, so book me. You want to see it, book me, man. Reach out at me, man, because a lot of people, they book bro, and I guess they don't know I'm on them songs.
Yes.
You feel me? I missed almost 20 years of that.
Man.
That's a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, and it's like, we all go through situations that later on we look back in hindsight and say, okay, what did I get from this?
Yeah, you're right.
It's lessons. You know, you learn lessons from stuff. You got to pull out the positive, because if you focus on all the negativity behind it, it's going to
eat you up.
It's going to eat you alive.
Yeah.
And you might as well just roll over and die at that point.
You're right. And if you believe in God, you know you can't do that. We're going to give it to him.
Facts. Absolutely. You just, and the fact that kind of comes into the rebranding.
You're right.
Let's talk about that a little bit, because I love the fact that, you know, you're rebranding. Essentially, you are standing as your own artist. Like,
yes, ma'am.
You're not relying on it. You're doing collabs and stuff.
We here, man. We here.
How important was it for you, after all these years, you know, of doing music and working with other people and stuff, to really like rebrand and become who you are now as an individual? It was
easy. It was easy with dealing with Big Bro. You know, he had already done switched it up to Galaxy Wick, OG Galaxy Wick. So I seen when he did his thing with that, I was like, well, I got to get in the Galaxy. I got to get in the Galaxy. Everything going AI, you know, everything out there, and you know. So bro was like, man, Plenty Pete. I'm like, let go, Plenty Pete, let go.
I love it. I love it. I love that. And I honestly, at first, I didn't tie that together, but
yes,
Galaxy,
ma'am.
Planet.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely. Listen, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to be dead serious.
Yeah.
Because I am. Are you an alien?
Yeah, I done been abducted.
I'm an alien too, bro. Like, people might think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
We from out of this world.
Man, I'm telling you. I tell people, that's what I'm naming my first album, Abducted.
I love that.
I got abducted, man. I remember it like yesterday. They got me.
And people will think we're weird or crazy
until they get abducted.
My dad and I always call each other aliens. Like, because I remember since I was knee high to a grasshopper, as they say, he would take me out and we'd look through the telescope at the planets and the stars. And I was convinced from a young age that I'm not from here.
I'm telling you, it be like that. You can feel it.
Definitely. Our energy is just different.
Different, man. It's different.
Are you an overthinker?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I had to get out my head and focus on what I got to do.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Can we just dive in on that for just a second?
Cool.
Because it's something that I definitely deal with and I'm working on. How do you personally get out of your own head and get out of your own way?
It's just enjoying life. You know, you can't stress yourself out.
Yeah.
If you stay on something so hard, you know, you ain't gonna be able to focus on what you need to do.
Yes.
And it's gonna get farther and farther and farther behind. You just got to live for that day. What's going on in that day, live for that day.
Yeah, in the moment.
Yeah, and let that day handle the next one. You gone, man. You good.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I think we have to break away and have that me time.
Yeah.
That's what helps me.
Yeah.
If I constantly focus on just work all the time, I get stressed out. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But when I get out there and I go to the park, I do my walks, I get some sunshine, I always feel better.
Got to be balanced.
Yeah, you have to have work-life balance.
Yeah, got to be balanced.
Have to be balanced. You a father?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about that for a moment.
Oh man, changed my life.
How did becoming a father change your life?
You know, I had 3 little boys. I was still turned up at the time, and when I had my first little girl, oh man, oh man, I got to be here. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I left the game, everything. I don't want none of it. Yeah.
Because a little girl's first love is always her dad.
Oh yeah.
And it's I believe that it's a father or dad's job to show a little girl how she's supposed to be treated by a man.
Exactly.
That's why you said I switched it up.
Yeah, I had to switch it up. So, you know, I love it, man.
Are any of your kids involved in music?
No. My middle son, he played baseball. He's awesome in baseball. And the Braves, the minor team, been checking him out. So, God good, man.
Listen, y'all go ahead and sign his son.
I'm telling you.
I'm co-signing him.
Let's
He a
get
slugger, you know what I'm saying?
it.
Nah, facts, absolutely. I'm a big believer. We have to have our kids involved in something, even if it's not what we do.
Yes, ma'am.
Like my son, you know, he was always sports. That was what he was in, you know, wanted to be involved in. And I think it teaches them great discipline.
Yes, ma'am.
How to be a team player.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. For any of the youngins out there that are just coming in the music business, right?
Yeah.
Look at this camera and talk to them. Drop a gem on them. Give some of your 20-year wisdom to these youngins.
Man, like I always tell you, man, when you're coming in the game, do as much as you can do for yourself. Believe in God. Have faith in yourself. Treat people the way you want to be treated. I tell people, I'm going to give you 5 things with me, what got me where I need to be. Believe in God. Believe in Jesus died on the cross for our sins. Take care of the elderly. Take care of the kids. And treat your neighbors the way you want to be treated. And that's going to get you where you need to be.
Man, that summed it up right there. You are absolutely right, because that's the stuff that we've been hearing since birth, basically.
Right.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there who have mental illnesses, though.
Yeah.
Get help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get help. But you are absolutely right. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's big. And keeping God first in your life.
Got to.
Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that side of yourself with people.
I appreciate it, man. I rep it for them, man.
Yeah.
I rep it for them because in the end, you know, we all got to go.
Yes.
And we can't take none with us.
Man.
And when you standing up there and you a spirit and he looking at you and he asks you what you did, you got to be done did something.
No, that is facts. Absolutely. Well, let's talk about that for just a moment then, too. What do you feel like Planet Pete's purpose is on Earth?
Reproducing, giving back, and turning people on to God. Yeah.
I love that. That's strong.
You're right.
Speaks a lot for yourself as a man and as just, you know, your character.
Yes, ma'am.
I love what you stand for.
Yeah.
That is dope, man. Let's promote this record one more time. It's called Spacewalk.
Spacewalk.
Tell everybody about it.
Hey, man, we walking on the moon, man. I got my OG Galaxy wick with me, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. DLGB, your boy Planet Pete, man. We locked in, man. Holla at me, man. Go on all streaming platforms. It's out right now. Distributed by Virgin Music Group. So we out here, man. Just, you know, holla at us. We working.
Facts, absolutely. Is there anything else that you have in the works that we did not touch on that people need to be put on game?
Nah. If you got somebody down that road, penitentiary, man, you love them. Look out for them, because it's ugly. If y'all think it's ugly in the streets, it's 10 times ugly in the penitentiary. So you people need you, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my little brother and everybody, my little cousin who down the road right now doing time. Yeah.
Definitely. Is there anybody else, you know, I know you shout out obviously Free the Guys, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, because a lot of people, they're good people, they just can make bad decisions,
right,
and they end up getting caught up for the rest of their life. I don't believe certain people need to spend the rest of their life incarcerated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's for the people who are out here killing people and stuff like that.
Doing crazy stuff.
If you out here selling dope, man, give them a little time, punish them, and send them on their way.
And I'm glad you said that. That's another thing that what got the system messed up.
Yes.
Like the people that selling dope to survive to eat, they'll give them the time that they're giving the killers, and they're going to put them with the killers. So now you done turned the hustlers into the killers.
Listen, absolutely. I'm with you. Listen, just like most women, I watch a lot of those crime shows.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me, the punishment that some of these people that, like you said, they're good people, they're just really trying to feed their family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these young men didn't have a father figure, so they are the man of the house.
You're right.
They turn to the streets. That don't make them a bad person.
We really, like, speaking for experience, like a lot of the hustlers, you know, we really need counseling.
Yeah.
Because once we get out there, sometimes we get addicted to the money like the fiends get addicted to the drugs.
Yeah.
So we need help. Instead of incarceration, give us some help.
Yeah.
And show us another way. set up something to show us another way that we can get the money. Well, I know the way, you know, I know to give it to God and try something new. But for the people who don't, show them another way.
Absolutely. It's like almost like rehabilitation.
You're right.
Because you are now back in society. It's almost like a soldier becoming a civilian.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them get PTSD.
And take themselves out. You're right.
It's very similar because you're so accustomed to a certain lifestyle, especially if you're incarcerated. You're like literally boxed up for hours every single day.
Yeah.
Coming out to the free world, and the way stuff evolves so quickly, it's probably very different if you spent a few years in there.
Yeah, you'll snap.
Man,
Yeah.
that is facts, man. Thank you for touching on that.
For
the
sure.
system needs to make some changes for real. And I think it starts with us talking about it.
You're right.
You know, putting it out there.
You're right. 100% right.
Definitely not being afraid to voice our opinion on that.
You're right.
That's what we got a voice, we're going to
Hey,
use
man,
it.
We stepping, man. We stepping.
Definitely. Anybody else that's been showing you some love that you just want to give thanks to for supporting you?
Man, my old lady, Augusta, ATL, man, they been down with me the whole ride, the whole 20 years. Atlanta done love me like I'm from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher put me on his album, the same album Tip, David Banner and all them boys. Killer Mike was on. Then that song he had, I Ain't Never Scared.
I ain't never scared.
Yeah, he came and put me on that album, man, and that meant a lot to me because he put me on the album before he got the deal.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Love.
So when he got the deal, he kept the song on the album. That's my brother for life, Bone Crusher, man. What's up, Bone?
And shout out to him too for getting so many accolades. You know, that's probably long overdue, but he's being recognized.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bone Crusher for sure.
Yeah, and all my people in Augusta who doing their thing. The females, Shay Too Hot, Taz, Kimmy Got Bars, Lisa Ray, and B. Lee Brooks. Keep doing your thing, man. Charlie Brown, St. T's, everybody, man, who doing their thing in Augusta, man. I see you. Love y'all. Keep doing your thing, man.
Straight like that, man. Definitely. Where can people keep up with the movement?
Planet Pete, DSGB on IG. You can catch OG Wick on the Real Ghetto Mafia on IG too.
Definitely.
So, let's go.
Absolutely. I got one last question for you.
Yeah.
We're live.
Yes, sir.
Big Industry's Most Wanted, not the little one, man.
Yes, sir.
Planet Pete, what makes you the industry's most wanted?
Oh, man, because they need to hear what I got to hear, man, because I ain't just talking for me, man. I'm representing G.O.D., man, the big one, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I love that. I'm going to steal that. I'm representing G.O.D.,
Yes,
the
sir.
big one. Listen, I'm stealing a couple of your things. You might want to run trademark them.
We family, because let's eat, Tampa, right up.
Straight
Let's
like
go.
that. Thank you for being here, bro. It's such a pleasure.
I appreciate you, sir.
Once you open your place of business,
Yes, ma'am.
I think he's trying to say something to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. DJ Jelly. I just hit him yesterday. And I appreciate you, boy.
I had taste your phone, jelly, beehive.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, another shout out, man, before we go. DJ Jelly, Teal, Greg Street, and
Beehive.
Beehive, my dog, Beehive, man. I appreciate all y'all, man, for helping me, man, with this situation and everything that y'all done for me, man. Let's go, man. I appreciate y'all.
One of the hardest things to do is remember all the shout outs.
Yeah.
I tell people, charge it to the game, not to my heart if I forget to mention you,
yeah.
because it's in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
We be forgetting.
We working.
Definitely.
We working.
So shout out to everybody that's supporting the movement, just loving on you and your music career that you've been doing this for a long time. We're definitely rooting for you.
Man, I appreciate you, Miss Tampa. I'm rooting for you too.
100%, man. We're going to win. And I can't wait to come check out your new spot once it's officially open.
That's what's up. Let's get it. Industry mode wanted, baby.
Yeah, dig. We up out of here, y'all.
Yeah.
Man, I had to go get OG Galaxy Wing with me, man.
First chick choose on week tonight. She gon' get this. Ain't playing with your girl, leave her in the night.